Thinking about how the hair is going to live, where it's important to get curl. When it's this long, it doesn't matter if it's curled up or down. What does matter is that it cools completely, so the hydrogen bonds will form in their new shape. Okay guys, I am going to take this look over here, and what we're doing in this series is we are breaking it down into 3 different lengths. So when the bride or the says, I want all my girls to have a version of this, and they all have different hair, so there's lots of tricks that So my classic sectioning system is section 1 is the front, 2 and 3 are the sides, 4 is the crown, and 5 is the back. Now your mannequin heads, I find that they're easier to do than a real head. A real head can be just so slippery and so, you know, so heavy and so thick. Sometimes you don't get such a good pop like this, and especially the wigs too. They always look and come out with they have a bit more grip and a bit more texture than the real hair. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my veil, and I think I've determined that I can get some movement out of this veil to give me this look. So I'm gonna just kind of take that right now and get it up out of the way. And that gives me a lot more hair to organize here and work with in the back. So what I want to do to keep this veil from collapsing is I want to take some of this hair, which is a lot of hair. I don't need it all. So I'm going to do what I call self-padding. I've got the camera over there, so I got to make sure that when I'm done, everybody can see what's happening. So I'm going to take a section in the crown here, and I want to think about, you can see how I add in hair to my mannequin heads just for a little bit more fullness and color. It's fun. So I've got from the side here a section about the size of my fist right in the crown area, and that's going to help build some self-padding. I'm also going to get this just pinned out of the way just for now, so I can get all of my hair for section 5. So right now we're just going to build inside the area here so that this won't collapse and split and she's got enough hair. I don't need to do a lot of teasing, because I don't want to poof it up too much. And most of this design is going to be in the bottom. So right now I'm just looking to quickly add some fullness in here, and these self-padding, and then I do another thing called anchor ponies. And in a sense, I'm just making my own padding right here in the back. So now we have the ability to bring back this crown with the self-padding in there, okay? And just thinking about, you know, where on the head shape everything is looking. So that's looking pretty good. I'm going to do another trick that I like to do, and this is called an anchor pony. And so following the head shape, where on the occipital here is this going? Sometimes I've seen these looks too low, and there's, you know, the woman might be older, she might be heavy set, and then the chignon is too low, and then it just doesn't look good with her neck and her gown. And so it's important to think about how and where this is going to sit, depending on your client, depending on her dress, and depending on, you know, how beautiful and long her neck is or isn't. So I'm going to do a little anchor pony in here, and this is going to just give me a really good place to be able to do some pinning that will be tight, that the elastic and the small pony is going to give me a really great tight place to pin. So I've got an interior foundation, and now I'm going to build out the crown, and then we will move to the sides, and then we will move to the back. the very ends of this first big ponytail. I'm gonna just tuck it in here. I'm going up to where that anchor ponytail was that I made earlier. And I'm going right into that anchor, part of that anchor ponytail. So it's absolutely possible, but you have to set yourself up for that success, that you have a system that keeps you calm, a system that keeps you organized, and then you can blow through your creative work and keep that wedding on time, manage all the emotions in the room, manage your staff, and just, you know, once you start working with good wedding planners and they speak for you, or good hotel planners and they speak for you, the bride's willing to pay because she wants the assurity of a great experience. And you need the time. You know, if you're going to do a lot of fishtails, they take time. They really do. And you're not going to be able to do it for everybody. But when you've got that perfect head and that wedding party with the perfect color, and she's a beautiful girl, and you just know, set yourself up for success. So, you know, put your eye on the pie, on the prize, when you're seeing those people in the wedding party that you know are just going to be like, oh my gosh, she's just got, you know, the great everything. She might not be the bride, but as artists, we're always looking at our canvas. And there's nothing wrong with looking at an amazing canvas that somebody has that's going to just, you know, that you can use for having fun. An artist doesn't turn away an amazing muse or a beautiful sunset when it's right there in front of your face. If you get too dippy, too drapey, and this is sagging, you can take a bobby pin, and what you want to do is you want to just go, there's the end, right? Let it close. You got just a little bit of chunk of hair that's inside. You can come up and you can move it, so you can get a good amount of that hair up, and you're not flattening it, you're completely hiding the bobby pin. And so now you're just building, and you want to I'm going to do a little trick. I like to have all my little tricks. I'm going to come on up through here. Remember, everything's in a ponytail. I can pull on that. I can get that low. 2, I've got all this area, underneath here. So I can grab some of that. I can come up through some of this, let this close, and follow along on the line. So you can see the end of it. It's right there. So under here we got pins, we got my anchor ponytail, and we've got a great secured spot to bring this back. All right, so let's bring back, we've got her front section 1, and we've got her 2 and 3 are the sides. Let's take an assessment of balance and what we have left. So on this side, all we have left is this fishtail is going to live somewhere. But this is all balanced and all done in. And we have this side with what's going on left here. We've got a lot of weight here and not a lot down here. You can see that. So you want to assess what you have left and think about what's going to live where, what you're going to do with what you've got. Remember, this isn't a pony, so we've got plenty of pulling room in here. I can pull here because it's in a ponytail. I'm not loosening any bobby pins. And I like the fishtail coming around right there. So I'm going to finish that back off with the fishtail coming right around there. Going to tuck it up inside where there's plenty of places to pin. So I'm going to take, looking at her front and what's left here on section 1 and 2, which is the front, and we're going to bring this piece back. I'm going to look, and I want to make sure I'm in the right body position, and I'm working with the client, and she is liking what's going on right here. They have to like the front throughout the process. And this is where you use your hairpins for this really detailed work. You just need to, I've got the pin I just put in right there. It's just gonna come up. I'm gonna go right into that hairpin. And that's just gonna kind of bring that veil up so that from the front, it's perfect, it blends, it's pretty, it's soft. And I got this one last piece to bring back.